Hey guys, Coach White. Just going over the game. Hey, I thought you guys played really really well. Um, I I think you didn't get a lot out of the first game, and it didn't really set you up for success in the second game. But then I think you got a lot out of the second game. I think Woodland um, gave you a pretty good test, but I think you if you have to see Woodland again, you would be much more equipped to handle them. I'm gonna let Coach Stats talk about the defense, so I'll just try to get to the offense. Okay, so you lined up in doubles, which is great. Oswaldo, if you're going to be in doubles, you can widen out a little bit more. We'll just put you at tight end. Um, but this gives you a chance to get outside, Oswaldo. If this guy lines up here, you block him and get us outside on Shark. Deuce, good job. I thought the one thing that you did, uh, you listened to us and we said between the tackles, and I thought you did the exact right thing. I thought you waited and you were patient. Offensive line, you did a pretty good job. Gian, go block. You go get somebody. And Deuce, that's just being able to run away from people. Uh, well done. Offensive line, I thought you fired off pretty good there. I saw some things we could do better. Um, But I mean, I think you guys did a great job. I think we got to make sure we're lined up correctly. Deuce, good job. Hey, lineman, it's a good thing for me to teach you, and I saw a lot of it. And I know you guys haven't played line very often. There's never a good reason for a lineman to be looking this way. Okay, you see two guys. See this lineman? He's going trying to get somebody. You should never be looking backwards. See, if facing this way, you'll know to block this guy. This is a good route up here. I don't know what the play call was, but that's a good route. That guy's wide open. Um, but Deuce inside I mean, the guys most likely to tackle you in that instance were your own linemen. Hey, great first series. Scored on the first play, got a 2 point conversion on the second play. Really, because you did exactly what we had said you should do, and that you went right at them inside the tackles. And I thought, I thought I tell you all the time, I don't try to focus on the score. I try to focus on whether or not we played well. And I think this is an example. If you played really, really well. I mean, I know there were some minor mistakes we could clean up, but when I watched it the first time, I thought there were a lot of things we did well. Line, it looks like you're trying to fold. Good job. I mean, that's good football right there. I mean, like you guys were folding. You did a good job of it. You got inside zone. It's designed to get 3 yards. You guys created a hole. It got 12, 13 yards. Good, solid run. That's how you finish the run. Hey, if we do line up in trips, guys, Deuce has got a good arm. Uh, Cameron, you'll be out about the numbers, okay? Let's open up the field. Just by lining up better, we can make more plays. Understood? Deuce can throw it. Don't worry about Deuce. He can throw it out there. Deuce, great job. Hey, you know, most of your runs are so big. This one was only 5, but 5 yards is a good run. Uh, Receivers, you guys can go get people on this. Um, I think you two guys do a great job blocking this guy, and it gave Deuce opportunities. You know, this might have been an well, the end made Deuce cut up, but Deuce had good vision because these guys, if you guys stayed on this block, Deuce could have maybe broke this. He just got a little tied up there, but still, it's a 5 yard run. Same thing this way. I think you're a little bit better lined up here. You can go out a little bit more. I think overall, we're lined up pretty well. Um, what's interesting is that they were so afraid of Deuce that they lined up outside I've never seen them do that. Now, maybe they didn't do it on purpose. Maybe somebody just wasn't lining up correctly. But this guy is outside here. I don't know why, because this guy's also outside. So I don't know what they were trying to do. I mean, the hole's there. I don't know. I know that rolling up thing was new. Hey, we just missed it. I'm okay with that. I can live with that. I see what you saw pre snap read. You can make him stay honest. Um, Cameron, you got to go like you think it's coming to you. You're looking, just run. You take that peek back, but keep running. Deuce, how to step into your throw? You just missed it. If you hit it, it's a touchdown. And straight doubles again. I liked when you guys rolled up, it made it much more difficult for them to blitz. Uh, hey, Cannon. So I don't know if you had bubble or what you had, but hey, once it looks like you had maybe this was Oriole. We got 2 outs. Okay, keep running because if Deuce hits you here, it's a big play. I think you jump instead of keep running. I think Deuce maybe overthrow you a little bit, but if you keep running, he might hit you in stride. We got to work on some of the throwing and catching, but still good stuff. It was a well executed play. Good, good play. I can't tell if you guys dropped it. I can't tell if you dropped it. I can't tell if you dropped it or what happened. It must have come out, but it looked like a catch on film. I don't know what happened. Maybe it came out. Um, but hey, it was a good throw and good catch. I don't. I honestly don't know what happened. Okay, let's stats talk about defense. I thought when I watched the film, I thought you played well defensively. I mean, they drew you off sides a couple times, but you know what? When you're aggressive, sometimes you're going to be off sides, and we can live with that. If teams do it 20 times a game, it's more so they just offensively they mess themselves up. Okay, hey, run it, lineman. I don't know. Um, we can't do this. You guys make the tackle. I think you guys agreed to fold it, which is actually genius. Um, but we got to be quicker. This guy's firing off. This guy's dancing. We got to move our feet. Yeah. Okay. Just it was just a timing thing. That's the right call. It's the right call. We just got to be quicker. I mean, they were giving us holes. I honestly don't know why they were lined up like that. Uh, I I think there's some fear about letting us get outside, which is why I emphasize going inside to end up outside anyway. But if you can see the way they lined up, they were set up to lose because we're this is they did. If you watch Woodland, when this back was here, this linebacker stood in this hole, and that's what Deuce saw and kind of threw him off, and he didn't give it to Gian. Right now, you really can't run outside zone because they're lining up too. I don't know at our level. Sometimes guys do stuff defensively, doesn't really make sense. They just I don't know what they're trying to do. In this particular instance, maybe the kids just lined up wrong. I don't want to blame the coaches, but these two guys, I guess, have contained. Trying to use two guys to contain Deuce. Um, we wrote up Zulu Zorro, Shark Dolphin, and really it was perfect for what they ended up giving you because if I was there and I saw this, I would just have run inside zone the whole game. I wouldn't have even done anything else. And I think you guys did a good job of doing that. And I mean, there's nobody over the guard. You guys did some folding, which I thought was good. Uh, got just we got to be sure that we're communicating and we know that we're folding, okay? Because this guy looks like he's folding. I'm trying to watch the top and see if the top. We just have to know. So when you go to the line against the 3-4, hey, you want anytime you want to fold it, we got inside zone, fold it. I'm fine with that. Okay. Now, if a guy blitzes, you have to communicate with your tackles and guards. We got to communicate. Hey, hey, no, no, no. If somebody's blitzing, right? And it's something that you can get better at, and we'll work on it to make you better at it. But it really gives us an opportunity to make plays against those three fronts. Dudes, that's how to step into a throw. Timing just a little bit off, but I'll take that every day of the week. The thing I like most about you in your throwing is that you're always throwing like an NFL quarterback, feet forward. Uh, Guys, we got to stay on our blocks a little bit. 58, I'm not sure we know our play. 56. So this looks like it's outside zone, judging by where Brian went. And then I'm okay with that. If it is outside zone, we got to block, we got to come down. So we could even do this. You could even take this guy here, he can crack this end, and then this guy could try to come out and get this guy, but we got to get these guys. See, we don't want to, I don't know if that Oswaldo, we don't want you bubbling in that instance, okay? Because the bubble is going to be this way. That way, if we're running shark, you're just cracking. And maybe we didn't make it clear when we coached it, but that's why this play didn't work. That and 54, and you guys on this play were going backwards. A couple of you were going forwards, but when you guys are going backwards, the defense is going to win, and the defense won on this particular play. I thought this play was good. Offensive line, we're going to work on firing off. We've worked a lot on walking through stuff, and we're going to work on firing off. I understand if you fold, it's a little different, but still, let's fire off. This guy popping up every time. This guy's pretty good. This guy's popping up. The center's getting after it. This guy's getting after it. Hey, if you're this guard or this guard, you should be on these linebackers by now. Okay? Make sure we understand that. Go get somebody. You see, you delayed. You see it win the first inch. You delayed. Now this guy's there to make the tackle. If you had got on him sooner, does a good job by this. Was James, is that you? I think that was James up at the top there. James, good job. You got out there. Against on the trips, let's line up a little bit wider. Start this receiver right around the little bit, maybe 2 feet inside the numbers, depending if the ball's on the opposite hash, okay? Cameron, you lined up right. Deuce, great job, great vision. Hey, and then the thing I like so much about what you did, Deuce, is you did exactly what I said. And offensive line, great push. Like I said, most of you, these three offensive linemen are pushing, driving people. Two are popping up. And I know it's because there's nobody on you and you're slow. We got to fix this. Okay? This has got to be fixed. But Deuce, this is a great job of doing what we said. And I mean, I think you saw it. The Woodland game, they kind of got you to go outside and then they were able to string you out. But when you go inside, this is a great block here. This is a great wall you guys made here. And then Deuce, good job. Put your foot in the ground and go. Great, great, great. I mean, every time you went inside the tackles, it was good. Linemen, don't watch. Run downfield and help them. Hey, how to finish the run. I mean, this is just good football. I mean, there's things we can do better. I say that, and then we get three penalties in a row. I think rolling up the back was something new to us. Braden, we got to get going. Hey, watch yourself. Okay, everybody else is firing off, and you're slow into stride. Look, you're standing up. This is you right here. You should already be engaging this guy. Okay, we're coming right. We're running right behind you. You two guys, good work. I mean, you double teaming somebody, but you're getting after it. I can live with that. These linebackers aren't pulling the trigger. I think they're a little afraid. So, linemen, we're this pretty solid. We just got to go get this guy. And maybe you folded it. Maybe you folded it because 74 did end up go getting him. And when I'm watching it in slow mo, it's a little harder for me to see. Still a pretty good run. I don't know if we got a holding penalty or what, but again, great run. Great job. I mean, that's 10 yards. That's good stuff. And we run that play to run this one. They stopped it this time, but I think Deuce would probably like to have this one back. I think he probably, uh, when he cut through, he you know, you guys got it set up. It's zone. So once you get through the first wave, you go right or you can go left. I think if Deuce had this one back, he may have gone right, but still a good run. We could have gotten a holding penalty there, but hey, if they don't throw the flag, it's a good block. Okay, they rally to the football, but timing's just a little off on that route. Cannon and Deuce, we just got to work on it. Deuce, great job once again. Uh, I mean, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. I mean, it's just exactly what you're supposed to do. I don't know if it's a pass or if it's a run, but I just know that this is just good football. You go inside the tackles. I mean, I don't know how many. We played 3 games. Every time you've gone between the tackles, it's been a big play. It's just they have to try to keep you from getting outside, so they have to give you the inside. And to me, it just makes it easier. You don't have to run all the way around them. You get through them, then you can run wherever you want. But there's great patience, great timing, and hey, offensive line, it's good blocking. You know, you got there's not a lot of teams that. Uh, and you know what, Deuce? Because of the ability because of the throws, even though we're not hitting them all, because the fact that we throw to keep them honest, they can't all just come into the box and always try to stop the run. So it's balanced football, and we don't hit some of the throws all the time, but we have. And when they watch, I know everybody keeps getting our film. I know I'm looking at the things in Oakdale, Elmwood, Kirksey. They're all downloading our stuff, and I keep saying, "Are we playing them next week?" Every week it's a pool, so they can pick whoever they want. So apparently everybody wants our film. Um, hopefully, it helps them. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why they would want to. I don't know why they're worried about us. They have a game next week. Worry about who you play next week. Maybe the other team just doesn't have film, so and that's what we're running into with Lakeside. Lakeside, I haven't gotten their film yet. I don't know if it got knocked down. It's hard to see. Sorry, guys. Stats is going to do the offense, so you guys were prepared for that boot because I used to do it to you guys all the time at practice. So you had seen it a couple times at least. Doubles we can widen out. Hey, good job catching it. Sagalola, you were pretty close to breaking it. You know what? They can celebrate, but you got 4 yards. You know, it's pretty good play. Good job, Deuce. Get him the ball. We got to stop bringing Sakalolo in motion. Um, you know, this is good, solid football. I mean, that's 3 yard run is really good. You see more guys in the box now. It's what we talked about. The fact that you've given it to Gian, the fact that they have to respect Gian, there's the fact that they have to not let you get outside makes it really hard for them. And offensive line, most of you are engaged. You know, that's good. That's good. We're getting there. Is it perfect? No, but we're getting there. And this is a good football team. Lincoln's not a bad football team. Same thing. Good hole, good run, 12 yards. It's good football. I know you guys came out and won big the first week. I thought you got a little stunned by Woodland in week 2, but then I thought you were so much better. Great play. Deuce, hey, the fact that you make it look easy. And I know it's not easy. But the fact that you go back looking like you're going to throw wreaks havoc. And I went to a clinic, and the guy that was talking, he must have known that you were at Lingle, because what he talked about at quarterback was exactly what you do. And the school he taught at led the country in like quarterback rushing yards, and everything that you do is what they did. Go straight doubles, drop back, throw a few passes, make them cover, but then just do what you do. And I think that's exactly what what's envisioned is exactly what you're doing. And I mean, the difference between if you had run inside the tackles against Woodland, you would have given them equal fits. They were a little better team, but it seems strange to me to be saying that, like, when I watched the game with you and with Woodland, you guys were pretty even. Okay, I think they did a lot of good things to take advantage of some of the things that we did, and I usually Woodland just plays cover two, and keeps things simple and just tries to be better at fundamental footballs. They usually don't not try to win seventh grade games, but that's not, they want to compete for state championships, and they want to build their program. So they tend not to game plan a lot for seventh or eighth grade games. And I thought against you guys, they did a lot of different things to try to take advantage of, the quarterback sneaks and things like that. But I thought you guys were maybe a little off balance because of the week before. But then once I think the game started, I thought you guys played pretty well. And I think you carried it on to this week. I think you guys got a little freshener and maybe had a rough practice Tuesday, but then Wednesday. Hey, now there's an example of like, so this is why, so Deuce, you can see this, like, hey, they're coming, and these guys are standing here, but if you look, if you ride them a little bit, see it, you could have probably got it out to Sakalolo and he could have gotten in, which is fine. The thing I'll say is that it's not bubble slant both ways, guys. Osvaldo, we have you out there to hit somebody. Okay, so when you're out there, Osvaldo, you're just cracking somebody. Okay, go pick a guy and hit him. I mean, ideally, you would be hitting Osvaldo. Ideally, you just be hitting this guy, right? As soon as he comes, you're just. I mean, he's not even looking at you because you've bubbled every time. But what happens? I mean, I'm okay with you bubbling, but it's a really hard throw for Deuce to make, to throw the bubble this way. So in this instance, it just gives you a free shot. I would imagine was one of their better players. You just want to hit him. It's like a boxing match. If you can hit him 10 times, and then he might be a little bit slower on offense. Guys, I was really proud of how much you improved, and I can't wait to get back next week because I think we can improve more. I think there's things we can do better coaching wise. I know there's things we can do better playing wise, but I can't wait to get back. This is just good football. I mean, you guys just line up and you just go at them and you hit. The snap's good, the quarterback's footwork's good. It's it doesn't look like much, but it's 5 yards on first down. Just Zorro, just firing off. This must have been slip. We haven't really run slip and gotten it. I think what it is that so many teams are running it now. It's like I was watching the NFL. It's like there used to be a time when only a few teams ran it, that the sniffer back would go opposite, but it seems like everybody does. I know Darby had it in their playbook. I know Bentonville has it in their playbook, and it seems like everybody's got that play in there now. Great snap, great catch, Deuce, great timing. It's just great timing by you. You drop back, you let the hole open, and then you put your foot in the ground. It's so hard because they have to cover the receivers because you can make the throw. So it puts them in no man's land. And Deuce, they can't come flying up the field at you because they probably can't tackle you. So if you watch, they play way less aggressive. Again, great run. I mean, it's great exchange, good power. I mean, the thing that's the both of you two guys finished the runs, and just the alternating between you two is deadly. But then getting these three skilled guys the ball, and all three of these guys can catch. I mean, uh, and we can even go to an Air Force package and give Osvaldo a break at times, and we can be even more spread and dynamic. But the thing I wanted you guys to do this week was run inside the tackles, and not only did you do it, you did it incredibly well. And if you continue to do it like that, you'll be really difficult to stop. I mean, it's just power football. I mean, it's just power inside zone, but I just, man, it's just good football. So, hey, we'll watch this play and then we'll talk on Monday. Sakalolo, that was. I'm glad I watched this play. When I watched it earlier, hey, Sakalolo, once Deuce starts scrambling and the play breaks down, go play football. Like you guys were just playing in the parking lot, or dude, just make a play. Hey, the play broke down. Deuce is scrambling, dude. You go anywhere over here. Don't look and watch Deuce. Just run to a spot. Deuce will get it to you. I promise you. Deuce will. If you go run into the end zone, Deuce will get you the ball and you'll catch it. Okay, so we'll work on that a little this week. Uh, but defensively, offensively, I know they scored some touchdowns late. And, okay, we got some guys in the game. You know, you never know when you're going to need somebody, and you never know when somebody's going to get an opportunity to show you something that they can do. Um, I I've seen you improve from week one to week two to week three, and I couldn't be prouder of you. Have a good weekend. As soon if I get Lakeside film, I will share it with you. I'm still working on that, but hey, I'm proud of you. That's a good effort, and I can't wait to see you guys on Monday.